I heard the podcast where you were talking about having high tops with classical musicians on them. And I thought the saying on the side of the shoe could be something like, keep music in your soul. And the shoe should come with a brass shoe horn that perhaps you could also play. And then I thought, booyah, baby, booyah! 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 Woo! Booyah! 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 No. Booyah! No. Booyah! Booyah!
So, okay, I'm opening up a call for submissions. Oh my God, I just had this idea, and I think I'm going to do a whole series of these things. It's a wonderful way for audience participation, and oh my gosh, okay, so please email me, or if you're on Anchor, please send me a message to Inspirado Projecto, and it's this. Send Inspirado Projecto your most outrageous, annoying, fake, gut-busting, minimalistic, demented, grody, cringy, inspiring, maniacal laughs, chortles, guffaws, yodels, yuck-yucks. Send them. I'm putting together a laugh track, a fake laugh track. That's what I'm going to call it. Or I'm going to call it the ultimate laugh track. The ultimate laugh track. That's great. The ultimate laugh track. And so I think what would be so great is I gather all of these people laughing. I gather it all, and so I edit it in Audacity or Sound Booth or whatnot, and have some coming out the one channel, some out the other channel, and kind of scatter them about. And oh my God! And then I start including that into podcasts, for when I want people to laugh along with me, or to, oh my gosh. I could imagine this. We could have so much fun. Then I could do the ultimate jungle sounds. And so I ask people to send in to me their favorite jungle sounds. Cheetahs, monkeys, gorillas, humpback whales, geckos, moles, etc., so forth, flying squirrels, and flying monkeys for that matter. Then, of course, that'll be the ultimate jungle sounds. Ultimate beach sounds. So I want people to send me the sounds of the ocean. Preferably 30 seconds. That would be awesome if I could get 30 seconds of that. Ideally a minute. Let's go for a minute. Worst case scenario, 30 seconds. Same thing for the laugh track. Oh my God, laugh track. So that doesn't mean you have to laugh a full minute. That's just, put some laughs in there within that minute. Different laughs, different fake laughs. Because then I can get the most out of it. You see, I can layer it. So if you do 30 seconds of one kind of laugh, 30 seconds of another laugh, 30 seconds of another, or 15 even, I can stretch them out. Oh my God, that'd be so much fun. So for this first one, ultimate laugh track. We're going to build a sound library, okay? One audience participation open call for entries at a time. Send them to me. Ooh, that'd be great. It'd be fun is if on the Inspirado Projecto site, I add the, maybe that's I could do too. Maybe on that, I'm jamming on the what if. Maybe for that Inspirado Projecto SoundCloud page, I put up all the submissions that will, with the possibility of one day being included. If they're pretty long, possibly not, but possibly. You never know. You never know what will happen. Good news is, though, the great news is it'll be up on the site. So, in a sense, you give this idea that you're under the art collective of Inspirado Projecto. That's what it is. It's building up the art collective. Right there, I could put in all of the endorsements. I could put up the fun facts that have played. Put up all the promos, so you too can utilize them. My gosh, just put it all up there. That would be great. Put it all up there. Get it up. Get it out. So, that's some of what I'm thinking about. So, there you go. This is another seed. As you've heard, I've read through my idea books, which I'm going to do that right now. You've heard me read through my idea books and come across songs, come across poems, come across fragments, come across all kinds of different seeds that one day became songs. So even songs that are out there in this world today. And it's like, the analogy that I frequently use is the thought cloud. There's this thought cloud. I don't know if I've ever talked about this. The thought cloud that floats over your mind, floats over the mind. You get boop, 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 like a lightning bolt. Meow. The thought cloud goes meow because you're receptive to the idea. You get this idea. And a lot of people talk about these ideas. So you talk about the idea, and now you got more of an opportunity for others to utilize that idea. Now, if you don't talk about that idea and you put it down in your journal and you just make that idea, you be the one who gets the credit for it. Otherwise, that thought cloud, it's moving. It wants to be heard. So whether it's by you or someone else, if you're tuned into that radio station, there's a good chance someone else is, because why are we tuned into that particular vibe, that particular thing something we like? Well, it's rooted in something that gave us a good feeling. And then that just kind of led to other ideas and other, imaginations that are loosely connected to those things that have inspired us. So we carry those little things around with us. There are others who share similar Venn diagrams with us, and so then what happens is they end up making up. So anyway, the thought clouds. So what has happened is I've written down a lot of these ideas, these lightning bolts I've gotten, like Benjamin Franklin, the keys. Do I want to see someone else get credit for these ideas, or do I want to be the one who gets credits? Because I've seen so many examples. We all have. I think I've just become fed up with it. Instead of letting the ego going, damned it, damn. Someone else is using this. Someone else is getting credit for it. I've just gone, I'm going full force. I'm doing it. Because you start building up this reservoir in your brain of all the times where you've seen something come to pass, and you getting tired of not getting credit for it, then all of a sudden you go, you know what? Evidently there's something to this. So then you just start listening to it. You start listening to it, diving into that inspiration, and realizing this is something worth listening to. And then the more that you start making it, you start going forward with it, it just keeps going. It's dominoes, grows. So here's something. Leave cigar box in stores we have cahoots with, and let them know that folks would come in for it. So maybe it's like a geocache. You hide stuff in a cigar box and you hide it in a local business. You let those people know, hey, this is here. There will be people coming in because we're going to put out the geocache. We're going to put that out there in the world. Inspirado Projecto geocaches. That's another thing I think I'm going to do. A band that tells stories about funny things that happens to them. They crack themselves up, and the audience cracks up. I like that. Let's see. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. So we're moving up in timeline here from where I was talking. Let's see. Quote, invented, unquote, and quote, classifieds, unquote, were not allowed in the tags for YouTube. Interesting. Make backgrounds in Google SketchUp. Quote, all roads lead to you. You. That's the letter U. That goes right in with Usu. AK promo. Andy Kaufman promo. Let's see. Who truly are the masters of the universe? Bearded cats have a show. Audience does voices. Leap year birthday and Friday 13th birthday. 10 fingers on one hand, none on the other. Interesting. Oh. Interesting. Okay, this looks like a big idea here. Written on a separate piece of paper on a 3-ring binder kind of thing. Yet it also has the little tiny... Okay, let's see. Attract a sitar into my life. Okay, I'm saying it out loud. Attract a sitar into my life. Something here. Okay, so these are ideas here. Licensing. Thor licensing. Juno Gano tripod. Rocket Thumb. Many different shows possible. A story from Friends' point of view about living with a man who turns into a cat at night. Zerba, the cat woman. Cat is her last name. Zerba cat. Interesting. She's a scientist. She knows how to put sensors and cameras into the minds of cats, then given to celebrities and politicians. Let's see. Okay, so Zerba the Catwoman. She's a scientist. She knows how to put sensors and cameras into the minds of cats, then given to celebrities and politicians. I think it's on the backside here. Rare bred cats, given to famous people. President. Gives your cat the best makeover. Parentheses. A close-up of a cat whose face looks just like the celebrity. On parentheses. Oh yeah. Plastic surgery for your cat, so they look like the owner. Plastic surgery for the cat. Oh man. Okay, so gives your cat the best makeover. Teaches the cat Braille. Famous for breeding rare cats and fixing them up. Dyeing them with non-toxic ingredients. Watches the famous people through the eyes of the cats. Dialogue and videos are recorded instantaneously through a supercomputer. Oh, interesting. Let's see this here. What if the keys / magnets to life, what if the keys and the magnets to life was to clean up the passages and hesitations to being straightforward to becoming the same organism. The organism is closer to understanding its own mind. The harmony is magnetizing and cooperating with its freedoms boundlessness and enthusiasm towards finding itself hiding behind or beside the trees. It is all hide and seek for itself. The whole organism is very close to finding itself. Here's something. Field domain or public domain kung fu films. Watch Brazil again. License Fields of Gold from Sting. Tweedlebeepers in Thor t-shirts standing in a flowing field. Tweedlebeepers is an improv group that I created, that Crafty St. James and I created. We did some improv videos and stuff. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I see. License Fields of Gold from Sting. Tweedlebeepers in Thor t-shirts standing in a flowing field. It pans up, and slowly bird's eye view pulls out to long flowing golden hair under a Viking helmet, out to a Thor-like man standing with a hammer and bear pelt, shouting to others on a ship. It pans out to a Viking ship in an ocean with a big tidal wave storm. It pans out to a kid shaking a snow globe-like thing, then placing it back onto a shelf. It zooms in further and further like a microscope into the vibrating molecules, further into a universe where we come upon a spaceship. We come aboard to a hose-like umbilical cord following all the way to an astronaut on the surface of Mars, 2014. We pan out of the bandage of my thumb with Crafty asking, "What happened to Kurt's thumb?" Pan out to a party in the fun zone. Oh yeah, we made the Tweedlebeepers fun zone. It was like this caution tape, so wherever you go, you have the fun zone, and you block off the area. You're like, watch out, it's the fun zone, and then it's like you're making your own little space to be wild and crazy. Tweedlebeepers fun zone. We did a commercial for it. You could see it on there. Tweedlebeepers fun zone. Oh, look at this. Fetus Company. Oh, SWAT team movie. Oh, something here says a fakementary presented as if it's real, presenting quote evidence unquote from blogs and chat rooms about the bad stuff. Lo-fi effects all done with 4-track. Fetus Company. Oh, that's what it was. It was a company we ended up finding out was putting fetuses into their food. That's what it was. Here's a character. Hello there. I'm Oh, not Randall, but Renal Quinsington. Oh, here we go. Hello there. I'm Renal Quinsington. And you've just learned something new. Talk show host who is also a vampire. He turns into the Russian vampire at a certain time of day. Oh, he could turn into the Russian vampire when he drinks vodka. Hello, I'm the Russian vampire. It's good to see you again. Here's some vodka. Maybe I could get Vika, the Russian. Maybe she could be. Maybe this is Renal Quinsington. It could be a woman. Dr. Excelente and the Outstandings. Oh, that sounds like a good name for a band. That sounds like a real good one. Dr. Excelente and the Outstandings. Oh my God, this is great. This has been. No. This is a commercial. This has been a cheeseburger moment, showing people immensely enjoying their chosen delicious foods. $6 Million Man episode with Bigfoot. Add John Belushi as Bigfoot robot footprints maker. Oh yeah. Making 3D DVDs for at-home 3D TVs. Oh. Monster hologram Halloween videos. Ghosts, witches, zombies. 3D movie featuring Jim Morrison. This is long before I met Jeff Finn, by the way, who's making Before the End, searching for Jim Morrison. Johnny's friend Tim, who looks like Tim. They can be clones in the movie. Oh, yeah. Cliffhanger commercials. Oh, commercials where there's a cliffhanger. You want to know what goes on in the next commercial. See King of Hearts. Oh, here's a title for something. The Ole Factories. The apostrophe Ole Factories. I assume it's a factory that helps keep the Ole factories in motion. Interactive music video, a video game type of creation where it's got ripped. Where people log in and see what is going on for something time, or pilot the character through a journey to each person. Choices affect the outcome of the something. Oh yeah, okay. Oh yeah, okay. This is interesting. Interesting. What? No way. Whoa. This is... Oh my God. Okay. Oh boy. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out here. Okay, something here says public access shows. Absurdum is the name of Archibald's scarf. That's right. I was talking about Archibald and his magic scarf. His scarf's name is Absurdum. I forgot to say that. Find out about public access classes. Quote, The Thing in the Bushes, unquote. Poem set to bit strips. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I wrote a poem about something in the bushes, and I was thinking about making bit strips about it. YouTube network only for vampires. Sitcoms, favorite comedian, reality shows. Mobile surprise party. Bitstrips guy who is always fuzzy-faced. When he is made, he faces backwards, so no one really knows what he really looks like. Make the strips uneditable. Dutchman, fetch me some crumplings. Here's an alternate version. Dutchman, fetch me some crumplins. A group. So this is what's interesting, because I ended up seeing this happen in Bitstrips. Something very similar to this. I think they even had the same name. A group called the Fads, who are all responsible for creating the behavior in a community. The Fads have a character or characters in each of the strips, who are the idea makers of the fads. The others contribute and help out in some way. Enter into each category all on the same day. The questions people are asking and answers they are discovering are reverberated through the community. Foreign bit strips. The English within the strip is completely blurred. Foreign language at bottom. Quote, Where Are You? Unquote. A series featuring random friends hiding in various areas of a strip. Next to them is a secret message or website only for those who look. That's right. Within bit strips, you could, within your layers, a lot of people would keep it private, and a lot of people would keep it open too. I was one of the people. I like to keep it open. So I'd hide things hidden in those layers, and then people would unmix them and they'd find them. Fads, episodes, experiments in laboratory. The effect of random acts of kindness or the community. By mixing the community into the strips, they now also start behaving the ways their characters do in the strip. And making up a name for it. The week leading up to the release of a new one, comment on pages with the character using that word that will be used in the new strip. The power of smiling, cooperation. Interesting. Putting the trolls and the bad commenters of the community into the strips, doing completely nice things, and even starting some fads. A character who creates fads. Remix strips with the Beast Man in the background. Beast Man is a character that my buddy Barry Teagle and I created for a movie called Nocturnal Jerk. A movie that took us about 20 years to put together. We started it back when we worked at when we were going to College DuPage, which is John Belushi's gym and John Belushi's community college out there in Glen Ellen. He and I were buddies in a speech class. We met each other in a speech class, and we'd work on all of our speeches. We did all video stuff. And so we just started making stuff. We made a movie that will one day be released. So a guy named Beast Man appears in there. He has an assistant named Matthew who recently left the castle. He looks like the Incredible Hulk. He wears like a monk robe. He writes with a quill on parchment. He writes by candlelight. He lives in the modern day, but he always refers to things in the past tense. So instead of car, he says carriage. Things like that. So that's a Beast Man. I thought it'd be funny to put that Beast Man character into the bit strips. Things people talk about change color of the others they interact with. We get to see the direct correlation between our words and how they affect the environment. Yeah. Contribute, contaminate. Fads, continued. Oh, I wrote it kind of like an outline. 1. Fads. A. Reading comics within the comics. They reference recent past bit strips, putting in link to original. B. Story with particular themes. C. Making words for certain circumstances. 2. Putting bit strippers in it who follow fads. Sometimes even they invent one. They perpetuate it. A. Reward those who use the language by putting them into the next strip. B. Putting trolls into strips, doing nice things and people reacting to it well. C. Hidden messages. D. Pretending Falani was responsible for past fads. Falami might be one of the kids on bit strips, maybe? Quote, advertisement in sidebar with Falami saying a new word. Something here. Targets. Bit strippers who, 1, have large followings, 2, pack multitudes of people into their strips, 3, like to enter contests, 4, remix other strips, 5, make negative comments, 6, have their own featured series, 7, hiding people. Words are invented and used by that week's newest member. The end of each episode has someone leaving to go spread the word about the latest fad. Parenthesis, the one who leaves could be the one who spreads the new fad in the upcoming episode. Parenthesis. Yes, that is one of the ways to really hypnosis. That's the way you get a populace to really hook onto an idea, is that you utilize imagination, you utilize stories. I think we were talking about this before. So I was going to use bit strips to, basically grow a community of people who wanted to do nice things for others, who saw the value in that, complimenting others, encouraging others, tuning in the best versions of themselves, helping them find those best versions of themselves and elevating them. So putting those kids who are in the bit strips, putting them directly into these strips, doing these great things, and then calling the strips the fads, and those kids who are part of that super team are, the fad makers. So now what happens, the idea is that if they're out there helping out people in the world and learning new words, like vocabulary words, and that becomes a fad, kind of like word of the day, like Pee Wee Herman. Like, what's the secret word of the day, Conky? Hey, Conky! Hey, Conky, what's the secret word of the day? Pee-wee. Secret word is cooperation. Cooperation! So I wanted to keep planting those seeds in those young folks' minds. So that way, it kind of, and we do it in this fun, imaginative kind of way, and then plus you got those people who are always saying negative stuff. Well, you put them into the strip doing nice things. Now they see themselves as doing something nice. A lot of these people would make their avatars to look like them, so now they're really associating themselves as that avatar. So you have them doing extraordinary things, and people who are well respected within the community reacting to it favorably. Whoa. Now they're like, wow. You show them connections, the agreements between each other. Let's see here. Brodigan strips. Oh yeah, I was going to make Richard Brodigan strips. I even made a Richard Brodigan character. Open mic at farmers market karaoke. Huh, do they have that? If they do, I'd like to know what that's all about. Creatures. There are creatures. There's someone riding on the back of a beast with antennae, backwards legs, and someone sitting in a chair just looking at them. Stalker Force. Okay, this is called Stalker Force, or a Facebook Force. A company that uses ways to divert stalkers' attention away from the person they are stalking. The company swoops in, unraveling a reality for them to keep their mind preoccupied. They have characters made in Farmville and Yoville, bit strips, who relate on similar levels as the person they are trying to distract. They become their friend through forums and chat rooms too. These characters start becoming obsessed with the stalker, turning them into the stalked or stalkee. Yeah, so you always hear that great phrase like, it looks like the hunter has become the hunted. You always hear that in the movies. Without fail, you will hear that line in a Michael Bay film. Well, so the heroes, it looks like the hunter has become the hunted. So that's that kind of thing. Someone's like, okay, this person's stalking me. All of a sudden, whoosh, in swoops someone. Through all these different social networks to kind of go, okay, come on, get let's move your mind somewhere else. No. Oh, I see. Okay. Illinois's. Another state. Illinois's. A guy who goes home for something. While there, he does not handle the relative friend drama happening. He does not handle it. Oh, publishing a work-in-progress bit strip so folks can remix it and add their own blanks. Quote, Sleepyhead, unquote, music video. Sleepyhead. Fill in the blank / character interview. Talk to Crafty about Friday. Call Sandy about tomorrow. Whoa. Let's see. Paid programming. paid programming geared for the insomniacs of the world. So the insomniacs include Brian Wisniewski's moving comic, Liquid Television, Tim and Eric, Mr. Show, Monkeys. So yeah, the insomniacs. Those are those guys I would hang out with in the garage. We'd read our stories to each other, and it was where I first I first revealed the Monkeys song, I'm a Believer. I was learning guitar at that time. Let's see. I thought love was only true in fairy tales. I thought love was only true in fairy tales. Meant for someone else, but not for me. What's the use in trying? What's the use in trying? Ba-bum-bum. All you get is pain. Ba-bum-bum. When I needed sunshine, I got rain. When I saw her face, now I'm a face. Now I'm a believer without a trace of doubt in my mind. Now I'm in love. Love of you. I'm a believer. I could leave her if I tried. And then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer without a trace of doubt in my mind. Now I'm in love. Ooh, I'm a believer. I can leave if I try. Something like that. So I had learned that song, and I recorded it on my 4-track, and I remember playing it for those guys, and that was such a huge breeding ground for entertainment, for creativity, find that tribe, you guys. Find that tribe. Find those people that you can just brainstorm with, and it's just yes and. Find that tribe. Find those people. You can showcase this stuff in front of no judgment, no, what would be better is just pure, you know what, I see what you're doing. Keep moving. Here's some things that might help keep you moving. But not, oh, well, the problem is, or that's not going to work. Just pure, let's go forward, move forward. And holy moly, you will notice so much of a difference in your psychology and the way that you move, the way that you groove, the way that the information just flows through you. That's it right there, the antenna. Get it going. Get those little transmissions. So, there you have it. There you have it. That's all for now. We'll talk more later. Oh my gosh, I just realized that I probably didn't mention that that wonderful, wonderful voice message at the top of the hour is John Garside from Forgotten Tales. I had this idea for a very funny song called Booyah, and it's a club song. So it goes booyah, 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 and it does that. And you got like pictures of people doing the thing with the elbow, booyah, booyah. and people in business suits, in the most unlikely areas going booyah, booyah, slow motions, triumphantly, all kinds of crazy lights, explosions, booyah, booyah. So thank you, John Garside, for the booyah, 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 booyah.